Hello, and welcome to an extra special bonus episode of Franchise Hockey Manager 3. We are streaming a little bit more of our Detroit Red Wings 2018-2019 campaign. We ended it last night in the Stanley Cup Finals, where unfortunately we lost to the Vancouver Canucks. Yes, that's right, the Vancouver Canucks have finally won a Stanley Cup. But, we still had a really good season. We went from last place to the Stanley Cup Finals. So how can we really be mad at that? Before we get going any too far, let's take a step back, because we were kind of in a bit of a rush at the end of our last episode. Development report for the end of May. We can see lots of guys are going up, which is something we really like to see. Only guys going down, Henrik Zetterberg, well, that's unfortunate, but he is 38. Datsuk, 40, going down. Brent Burns went down a little bit. Not a great thing for us, but we're doing okay. Of note, Yannick Wiesner is up to 1 star now, so good. We have to keep watching him, see how he does. Nico Heeshire is now 3 stars, so that's great for us. A couple of prospects coming. Marc-Olivier Allen, 88 points in the QMJHL. Good year for a solid defenseman. Alan McShane, again a late round pick for us, or mid to late round pick, had 69 points in 68 games. Good. Like to see that scoring. We already went over Nando Eggenberger. He's just ripped up the QMJHL. We should actually take a look at those leads and see how they did. Joey Veleno should be healthy now, I believe. And Tristan Nielsen, again, 95 points in 72 games. Like seeing that output from some prospects coming up. If we just swing over then to I need to go to the world here, and let's click on the Western Junior team. I'll just click on the Wheat Kings here for a second. If we look at the standings here and the playoffs, we can see Lethbridge did in fact win the Western Hockey League, so that's great. QMJHL. Halifax won. All right, good job, Halifax. Which I believe is where Edinburgh played, so we'll double check that again. Should just click on them, right? And we can see, so Nando Eggenberger helped lead Halifax to a championship. Well done, sir, well done. Just going back, too far back. And just check here one more time. So Lethbridge won, which means, did we not have a guy on Lethbridge? I thought we did. I guess I'm wrong. That's okay. And finally, last but not least, the Ontario Hockey League. We can see Saginaw beat up Niagara 4-0, 4 straight. So good on them. Take a quick look at the Memorial Cup, and Lethbridge won the Memorial Cup. So good on them. Can't ask for too much more than that. Hi Gudu, thanks for coming by. Okay. Taking a quick look, continuing at some of the mail we've got. Connor McDavid won the Hart Trophy. The Conn Smythe winner was Ryan O'Reilly, who got to the Canucks. Rask, who we beat, won the Vezina. Carlson got the Norris. And the Canucks goalie won the Rookie Award, which, again, he should. He led the team to the playoffs and a Stanley Cup champion. Most importantly, though, we won GM of the Year, which is pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. Quite happy about that. Stahl won the Selke. Ovechkin won the Maurice Richard. David won the Art Ross. Fowler for us won the Plus Minus Award. Nothing too surprising otherwise. We're starting to get into the part now where we're hearing where guys are not returning. Berniski just signed a new deal with Columbus. Still scouting reports coming in. Furlan's not getting re-signed by Calgary. Neither is defenseman. A few more. Tyler Myers is not being re-signed by the Jets. Maybe we keep an eye on him, depending on what he wants for a contract, depending on what we're going to have to move, because we are going to get into some salary cap issues here. Again, nothing major right now. We might have some scout contracts come up. Our next big thing is the draft, of course, where we're going to have some very nice picks because we have St. Louis and Philly. Oops. Just about missed that. That's why you got to check the mail very carefully. Detroit offered us a contract extension. We absolutely want to sign that, so we will sign up for 4 more years. And we officially signed a 4-year deal, continuing to be the Red Wings manager. Important thing. That would have been really bad if I missed that. Really bad. And it can happen. And we'll continue here. See if there's anybody really notable. Nothing major. We'll just take a quick look in case somebody really interesting is on the trading block right now. You can see Tuukka Rask is on there, as is Chris Letang, but those are going to be too big of contracts for us to worry about. Nobody else really jumping out. Just taking a quick look at ours. Everybody's kind of happy. Nobody's super upset about anything, so that's also good. Okay, Mako Carlson. I got a little bit interested there when I saw Carlson. I'm like, what? Did Ottawa somehow decide to let Carlson go? That would have been very interesting. Okay, we do have some contracts up here, so let's see what these guys want. Scout. We're not paying our scouts a huge amount. We've added lots of guys because we need to. A guy like Kirk Maltby got to stay with the Wings. And we might as well sign them long term. Saves us a little bit of money. And all right. Good to get that done. Just taking a quick look at, once this finishes loading, we have possible free agents. Patrick Hornquist is the only guy who's kind of interesting, but really he's not playing enough. We got some rookies coming up who are going to need playing time. We might try and move this defenseman as well, Vili Saviardi, depending on what we could get for him. Maybe we'll look at the draft, see if we trade up or something. Always an option. Alright, so it is 2019. We should also maybe take a quick peek in on our unsigned draftees. We're not losing anybody this year, which is also good to know. I'll have to wait a few more days before we can see if we can get Rasmus Dahlin to come over to North America. He hummed and hawed on it last year, and that's why he's been sitting in our open offers all year. As I previously stated on this stream already and on previous streams, we are going to run into some salary cap problems. But another problem we also have is we are at 42 contracts out of 50. So we can't exactly go out and sign a bunch of guys either, unless we start dumping some players, which we could do. Taking a quick look here, and Hall of Fame nominees are announced. And Jaeger and Pierre Turgeon have been nominated. Alright, we are ready for draft day here, which is perfect. Now we can see where we are picking. Okay, for those of you who are just tuning in now, maybe not aware of this, St. Louis got the first overall pick, which means we have the first overall pick in this draft. St. Louis would not trade us our first round pick back, but we got theirs. So we are drafting #1 overall for the second straight year. That is awesome. And then we are also drafting 11th at Philly. That is just excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That's about all you can say on that. So if we click down here and go to our entry draft today, we can see we are #1, #11. So we don't even have to trade up. We can just have right at it. You also see our scouting has paid off, and we basically have full reports on everybody. Everybody. Or very close. Alright, so looking at the first overall pick in the 2019 draft. Oof. So we have 4 players who are 5-star potential. Only one of those 1.5 star, but he is a Russian defenseman playing for Bar Kazan, which means he might be a little bit tough to pry out of Russia, which to me means we probably shouldn't be considering him at this point. Tough one. I'm right now leaning most towards Case McCarthy. Right trajectory, 5-star potential. Right-handed defenseman, 6'1". Looks like he will play the part. We don't have room for him right now, but we will in a little bit. The only other option would be taking, I think, Peyton Krebs from Kootenay. If you're in the chat right now, what's your thoughts? Because I am curious. Regardless, it looks like we're probably going to be able to get several good players here. Ooh, big injury. Now, if Jeff was here, I'm pretty sure he'd be telling me to take the guy from BC. 4.5 star potential, 1 star. We have defensemen coming. That's the part that's tough. But he's not going to be ready for a little bit yet. All right, we're going to quick look at the depth chart. All right, we can look at our depth chart here. We can see we have Timothy Liljegren, who's been kind of having some tough times in the AHL really quick. He's currently 1.5 and he's 4 potential. We also have, obviously, Rasmus Dahlin coming. And so I'm just a little bit torn on this. Cody Glass will be a good forward for us. Nando Eggenberger might make the team next year just on the fact he can score. I'm just not sure. But we are probably going to... Brent Burns is not going to last forever. And if he disappears, then all of a sudden everybody gets bumped up a little bit. Cam Fowler's at 3 stars, so he could fall pretty quickly. Gudu in the chat says left wing or go for the defenseman. It's got to be one of the two guys, huh? Just take a look here. There is some decent guys. Like we might be able to get a guy like Kirby Dach in this with our later first round pick. Or Tim Fleischer is hanging around. Peter Krupa. You know, I think you always got to take the defenseman. Deal from a position of strength. So next pick is the Russian defenseman goes second. And then, okay, we're seeing a run on defenseman. And there goes the cent. Not the guy I was thinking was going to go. There's Peyton Krebs, just went to Florida. Alright. We'll just pick until human and see. Alright, okay, Kirby Dach went 7th overall to Nashville. Alright. So we can still see there's still a number of 4-star players here. Now, the question is, do we go for another Swiss and have a full Swiss? Good Creative's trying to think who went well. Because we kind of need a full Swiss line, don't we? We have... we got Heeshire, Eggenberger's coming. We might as well make that Swiss line complete, I think. Jeff will be happy about that. So we'll take our left winger here. Alright. And we don't have a pick until 59? Alright, might be a little bit here, so pick until human. And we have back-to-back picks now at 59 and 60. Alright. Oh, Grigor Govets, who was actually playing high school hockey. I think we got to draft him. So we'll pick him. And what else do we have? Should we keep loading up on Swiss talent? Where is he playing junior? He's playing junior B hockey. All right. I think we take Timo Mueller. I like that name. Obviously a tough kid playing junior B hockey. And we'll pick until human again, and we see Kuno Herzog. Not a bad looking guy. Defenseman. Okay, this other Swiss guy is still sitting here. When do we pick again? Pick 89. He might still be there. Get out of 3 stars there. Tough choices. I'm kind of discounting a couple of these guys because they are fairly small, 5'7", 5'9". I'm thinking we probably better bulking up a little bit for the style of hockey we are playing. You know what? I'm just going to take Schwartz. I like Schwartz. I got a good feeling about him. We'll look who's left at our next pick. 89. Okay, some of these smaller guys are still there. Maybe, though, we take Jaakko Pelitumi. Jaakko, yeah, that's something. Or should we bulk up with another winger? Pick 109. We got another pick in 20 picks. You know, let's keep bulking up on offense. We need more offense. So we'll take this Finnish player and continue. Pick until human. And we can see things I'm looking for when I'm drafting. Number one, where are they playing? What league are they playing in? It's good to know what our scout level is on them, but what league they're playing in is what I'm looking at the most. And how they done for points. Take the Swiss goal, or take the Swiss defenseman. You know, we're gonna take Bert Steinert, German defenseman. I like it. And we'll pick until human, where we have pick 119. And then we have pick 129 here, so we can still see. See some Canadians starting to creep up here. I'm thinking, though, we should still be bulking up on forward, although I'm tempted to take Herzog here. Just let him keep going in as he is. Lots of these guys we're going to leave alone. We're not going to touch them for a little while. So you know what, we're going to take Herzog. Should we take Herzog? Yeah, he's one of the better players left. If we can get him, pick 119, why shouldn't we? Pick 129 now. taking a look. And we can see still a lot of guys. I think we got to take another Swede here. Benny Suter. Drafting all Europeans. Well, that's a very Detroit thing to do, isn't it? Honestly, I'm looking for a Canadian, but I mean, we got some guys coming up. All right, let's see here. 90 points. All right, we're going to take Ryan Campbell right here, then. Pick 129. And we pick again at 169. Let's see. 54 points. Nothing outstanding there. 35 points. We should still have a couple more picks. Let's take the Swiss defenseman. There's 3 of them. Guy playing in the top league, guy playing in the under 20 league. 11, 10, 12, 10. Alright, we're going to take Ruben here. Gudu's happy to see us take that. Alright, so we're at pick 209 now. With our final pick, we will select okay, just because of his name, we are going to take Eric Uba. Wait, who's this? Yuri Tukarov. We don't need any goalies. Do we? Do we need goalies? Take a look at our depth chart here. We got Comrie, Matthew Rad, Alexander Samilov. It's Samilov. Samilov's 2.5 star. Okay, let's take a quick look at the entry draft here. We're just going to filter it. 2 goalies. Swiss is the new Swedish. Hey, you know what? If they're good players, they're good players. There's only... The only 2-star guy is we only have a B rating on him. We'll maybe see if we can sign him. Keep an eye on him in free agency. We'll look for someone in free agency maybe. Or better yet, we trade for the rights for someone. All right, with our final pick. We will take captain of the Spokane Chiefs, Kobe Morriso. And just like that, the draft is over. And we'll be happy with what we got for the most part, I think. We'll just take a quick peek once we load up here and see there was some deals. Oh, wow, there is a big deal here. Bobrovsky was moved. Sergei Bobrovsky goes to New Jersey for Tyler Johnson and Ben Lovejoy. Whoa, interesting. Avalanche Canadiens, Colin Miller, Calvin Pickard goes to Montreal. David Pasternak. Ooh, that's a big one. Goes to Nashville for Mike Condon. Also interesting. Oh, Jeff Carter goes to the Devils. That's a interesting move too. Just number of deals here. All right. I'm just gonna quickly look, see if anybody's got a really good goalie. Couple of 3-star potentials. Ooh. That is an excellent goalie for Nashville. I don't really see them wanting to move him, though. Or not Nashville, Minnesota. Gonna offer Lucic. I might offer Lucic if it was the right team. I'm just trying to see if there's anyone... I mean, we're okay in net. We're just... Pittsburgh. All right, let's see here. No. San Jose has the rights to go there. Taylor. And they have a weakness on left wing. I believe we have a left winger named Milan Lucic. And our scout says, I think we're offering way too much. Alright, let's ask them for their third round is likely. Let's ask them for their second round pick. And we'll advance a day and see what happens. Oh, I was going to try and sign somebody. Oh, that's okay. Dolan is thinking about signing with us, so that's excellent. We should also maybe try and move... where is my other goalie? Our other defenseman. Oh, we sent him down. That's what it was. Didn't we? Brady. Yeah, we'll try and move him too, maybe. Okay, so we got a couple defensemen we can move. Let's put another trade up. Who needs defensemen? Arizona. I really don't want to move it to anybody in on our side. All right, Arizona seems like the most likely trade candidate, so we're gonna give up Brady and two guys. Do you have anybody's rates who we'd want? Oh, they got another goalie there. What's he doing? They can't add so much to their payroll. That's disappointing. All right, Calgary, what do you got? Anyone? and try and grab a 3rd round pick. Would they trade a 1st round pick? I think they will trade the 1st round pick. We'll offer it to them, and we'll see what happens. Gotta keep looking to see if we can sign any of these guys. But we need to create some room anyways. San Jose says yes, they will take Milan Lucic off our hands, who's actually dropped to 2.5 stars, for a 2nd round pick and the rights to a 3-star goalie, which I very much like, so we will complete that trade. Excellent. Unsigned draftees. We are going to lose Christoph N, and that's okay. In fact, I'll tell you what. I am going to lapse our player rate so he doesn't even appear on our list anymore. Overall, I guess we should try and sign Case McCarthy. But he's too young right now. Of course he is. Who else? Dolan already has a contract offer. Everybody else just needs time to grow, so I really don't want to sign them. We're better off just letting them try and grow in the leagues they are in. Definitely don't want to sign Timo Mueller right now. We could get stuck with him on our team. We don't want that. So we will continue. A 2nd rounder in there too. You're darn right. If we can do it, why not? Oh good. Rasmus Dahlin has signed with us. Even better. Nashville has fired their coach. Ken Hitchcock has now become the head coach of Washington. Phil Housley is in Nashville. Peter Laviolette has returned to Philadelphia. Interesting. Jeremy Yeager joins the Hockey Hall of Fame, as does Pierre Turgeon. And we can get a 1st round pick for 2 defensemen. Absolutely. Thank you, Calgary. Take 2 guys who we really didn't want. And take quick letter contracts. We're down to 40 contracts. That gives us a little bit more breathing room, which is never a bad thing. Was Cody Glass hurt, or why did he only play? Right, okay. We're going to continue here. So we added a 1st and 2nd rounder to our picks next year, which is very nice. Take a quick look here. I guess we should look at the free agent center too, just really quick, in case there's anyone of note. And there is not, so... And that's okay. So we can see it is June 30th, so we're going through how we did. and we had no negatives. We didn't win the championship. I would say this is a pretty good success. Two. Put it down on coaching prospects. And so we're kind of tuned up, ready to go. So now we're flipping over to July 1st. You know, Gudu, our personnel is pretty solid across the board. We'll take a quick look once this finishes loading. But for the most part, I mean, we didn't really change our staff, and I mean, we now have, like, honestly 30 scouts on board who are all pretty darn good, including many NHL alumni. As we saw, we just re-signed Kirk Maltby. We signed Timu Solani at some point. Chris Chelios is one of our assistant coaches, if memory serves. Now, if you're not familiar with this, in franchise hockey, June 30th to July 1st is when the year changes, so that's why it can take a minute or two to load, because it's bringing in a bunch of new players, changing stats. And this is when we'll see retirements. We could also have a little bit of effect on our team if Pavel Datsyuk decides to retire, or Sergei Mozikin, or even Brent Burns. Anyone over 30 could just suddenly, you know, decide, okay, we're done. Overall, though, I'd say this has been a very successful year for us, even though we didn't win the Stanley Cup. Of course. We also have, what was I going to say? Completely gone from me. We'll take a look at the free agents who are available and see if there's anyone who's really interesting us. I don't really see too much to do. All right, so we can see here what happens. And first off, we take a look at our development report. Pavel Datsyuk has retired. All right. Eric Condra retired. Pavel Datsyuk said, you know what? I'm good. So that kind of hurts us. Patrick Eve, Matt Green, Scott Hartnell, Matt Hunwick. Former Detroit Red Wing Nicholas Cronwall hung up his skates. Mike London, Derek McKenzie, Paul Martin, Daniel Pale, Joe Pavelski, Jason Palmavol. Daniel Sedin retires. Jason Spezza retires. Henrik Sedin retires. Joe Thornton, who was in what was he in Calgary for? All right. Fedor Tootin retires. Let's see. Jared Nightingale, who played for one of our minor league affiliates, is done. Jesse Root. Patrick Sharp said he's done. Dan Girardi. Marian Hossa retires at age 40. He was with Montreal after some crazy things. And we can see some TV deals, but more importantly, board confidence update. Your objective was to rebuild the team. You have not only achieved this objective, but you also reached the finals of the Stanley Cup playoffs. This season was a huge success. For a long-term perspective, Mike Mercer is very happy with your work as general manager of the Red Wings, and he looks forward to a successful future. Mike Mercer has specified the following objective for the new season: rebuild. Your budget is $102.22 million. Current payroll is $74,223,525. Our salary cap is 73 million, so that means we are currently just about 1.25 over, which means we are going to have to move somebody else. Especially if we want to make a trade. Especially if we want to sign somebody else. And we can see some more trades. Nothing major though. Alright, so we currently have... Oh, our salary cap is under because of the retirement of... Oh, man, I'm drawing blanks. Of Pavel Datsuk. So we have a little bit of leeway there, but not a lot. So I'm looking around going, okay. Mark Olivier Land is only half star, so we're going to send him back to the QMJHL right now. We know we're not going to use him. McShane, you're playing well, but I'm going to send you back down to the OHL as well. Glass can stay. Flano can stay. Alright, if we're going to move somebody... I think it's got to be Justin Schultz. Who replaces Datsuk? Right now, I think it's Joey Vlano. Center, 2.5 stars. Or Cody Glass, or maybe both. I'll take a quick look at the free agency pool here anyways. And Jeff Skinner is available, but he's hurt. He's got a concussion. Ooh, and he's now fragile on his head. Not probably a guy we want to sign. Matt Duchesne is also available. Let's take restricted free agencies off. Pekka Rinne. Malcolm Subban. We're still set in net right now. Oh, the defenseman we traded away. Let's offer him a two-way deal, though, and offer him $89,000 to play in the minor leagues. And he says he'll think about it. All right. Just taking a look around. There's nobody really jumping out who I go, oh yeah, that's exactly who we need. I don't really see anyone who I think is immediately going to jumpstart our offense or defense. Tyler Myers is down to two stars. Ooh. So maybe Winnipeg's looking for a defenseman. And I clicked the wrong button, so now I gotta wait here for a transaction log, which is fine. But let's offer trade value. What does Winnipeg need? Winnipeg's looking at center. about would they send us Josh Morrissey? And we send them... Ooh. What if we send them Honka and Schultz? Do the Red Wings have anyone they're trying to... Or Red Wings. The Jets have anyone they're trying to get rid of? Doesn't look like it. So what if we try and sweeten the... They need a center. Who do we have on the rights? I really don't want to trade any of those guys away right now. Let's see if we can get send them a 6th round pick. They say likely 7th round pick. Alright. Offer that trade. This just gives us a little bit more flexibility for salary cap, and especially if we're going to make a move, you know, when we head towards the trade deadline. And we have some defensive depth now too, with you know, if we get Morrissey, and then we have Dahlin and Liljegren are all kind of battling for that 6th defenseman spot, maybe even 7th defenseman. Just taking a quick look here. Alright, we got some new job offers. Jeff Skinner signs a big deal. Marcabello goes to Winnipeg. Alright, they get their centerman. Alright, so we have some new job offers. Poland, Belgium, Iceland, North Korea. North Korea wants to hire us. And Luxembourg, South Africa. And then we have some under 20s and under 18 jobs. But, alright, I kind of feel like we should take Iceland so we can be the villains from the Mighty Ducks too. Thoughts? Do we have thoughts on this? Or should we take the North Korea job? South Africa. I think 44, Luxembourg's 46, North Korea's 42, Iceland's 35. I mean, we could take Poland, then it would be 22. I think one of the under 20 tournaments would be kind of fun too. But I think when you get down to it, it has to be Iceland. I'm sorry, guys. Iceland it is. We are going to be Iceland. Alright. Read all messages and take a quick look at free agents again. See if... What? Erik Karlsson is available? Do we make a... Do we try for Erik Karlsson? What does he want? 6.85. What if we offer him a 1-year deal worth $7.2 million? All right. 3-year deal. That's for response. And at least 3 more years. 7.5. Do you know what? I just can't do it. Mr. Eric Carlson, that's just too much money. Just too much money. We will continue to let these players go. Just take a look at our unsigned draftees again. And there's just really nobody quite who. This guy might be able to, but... Okay, he is picked by Windsor, so we would have to get him down. Is it worth the risk? Not this year. Is he not on any team? Alright. We'll offer him a contract, because he doesn't currently have a team. Alright, well, he's not going to sign that right now, so we're not going to be worried about it. Wiesner, will you sign with us? Alright. Everybody else, will leave them alone. Gudu Creative says, might find some gems in Iceland. Yes, we might. Doesn't hurt for us to have a little more impact watching things. Okay, let's see here. No, he still gets a 2-year deal. We're just going to delete all our messages right now. Clear things up a little bit, make it easy to see. And this will probably be our last day. We'll be back tomorrow night. As I will advance and get us ready to go to the preseason. Or maybe part of the preseason. We'll kind of see how it goes. Let's see, contract update. He's happy. And the Blackhawks are trying to sign somebody. You know, we still have that open offer. I'm going to advance a couple more days in case that the Jets decide to answer. Which could happen. And the Jets say... Alright, Dean Schwimmer's going to play in with the EHC Beal. That's fine. And we re-signed... We got Yannick Wiesner under deal. And we can trade a couple of our defensemen for Josh Morrissey. Let's complete that trade. And that just gives us even more breathing room. So we're down to 68.46 million. So that's good. I like that. Gives us a little more breathing room. We got some guys who can maybe move up, or we let Josh Morrissey play. See how it goes. Alright, I think this is a spot where we will stop for now. Actually, wait, I said we'd look at personnel. So Gudu, as you can see here, goaltending coach, great. Defensive coach, very good. Offensive coach, very good. Skills coach, good. Trainer, very good. I'd say there's not much else we can do there. And as you can see, we still have a ton of scouts. And just click on our scouting. Everybody still got jobs to do, which is perfect. So, all right, we will stop there then. So, thank you very much for tuning into this special Franchise Hockey Manager 3 stream. We will be back tomorrow night at about the same time, which was 8:30 p.m.